So when the shootings happened over the weekend, we had the shooting in Dayton, Ohio, and the shooting in El Paso, Texas. I knew that this was going to be the primary story for the entire week. Of course, we would be talking about the shootings themselves. We'd be talking about the reactions of politicians to the shootings. We'd be talking about gun safety regulations and all sorts of related topics. And I knew that none of them were going to be monetized by YouTube. And this is not because YouTube is targeting me or YouTube is targeting the left or the right or whatever. It's simply because YouTube has made it very, very clear that to be what is called brand safe, this is literally the term that they use, you cannot talk about many real, adult, serious, bad things that happen in the world. You can talk about it, but those videos will be demonetized. So I was texting with other hosts over the weekend, and we were all saying, we're working for tips this week. And this is really serious stuff, and I want to be very clear with you. These shootings and our reactions and the reactions from our elected officials, this stuff has to be covered. And everybody that I spoke to knew this is what we have to cover this week, even though it's going to significantly negatively affect the revenue that our program and our staff and our studio rent and all of that stuff relies on. I could skip it all and I could just spend the week covering Trump's tweets and sports and, Maradona's surgery in Argentina. You probably didn't hear about that one, but I've been following it. And make a lot more money on that. But I'm doing a disservice to you if I do that. I couldn't live with myself if I did that. But this is how monetization policies shape the narrative, because some people will shy away from certain topics or not cover them as fully as they should. So an intermediate way would be for me to do a story about the shootings and then to just forget about it for the rest of the week and not tell you, as I did earlier today, and is demonetized, that Fox News is parroting talking points literally from the shooter's manifesto, or talking about Donald Trump's reactions to the shooting, or talking about Republican elected officials blaming video games. I could choose not to cover it fully, but that would be the wrong thing. And so what happened is that on Monday, we had 3 videos related to the shootings, and all 3 videos were demonetized. Yesterday, there was more work to do. There was more follow-up to do. And literally half of the videos we published yesterday, 3 of the 6, as I'm showing on screen right now, were demonetized. Some of them got a ton of views on which we made no money. It's a video here and a video there. But when you look at the views, because these videos did well, which is important because that means that people actually care about this stuff. This week, just from Monday and Tuesday, we had 350,000 views on these few clips, demonetized completely. So there are a few things at play here. First, it's the advertisers that drive this. It's easy to blame YouTube. And of course, YouTube is complicit in the system. It's not YouTube's fault per se. Advertisers impose restrictions on YouTube, particularly since the panic of Adpocalypse 2017. And YouTube wants to placate them because YouTube is a for-profit company. So they say, anything remotely controversial related to crime or violence or terrorism, we will not run ads on. We will cater to you, advertisers, is what YouTube effectively says. Not the creators, of course, and in a way, not to the audience either, because in some way, shape, or form, not everybody can do what we do, which is to say, screw the monetization, I'm going to cover what's important. There are creators that either choose to or are sort of forced into for financial reasons, staying away from topics that they know are going to be demonetized. And in a way, it's so childish. It's quite similar to censorship in television with regard to swear words and sexual situations. In other countries, like my home country of Argentina, this is like no big deal. Swearing on TV is not really a big deal. In many countries, it's much more common that when you're watching serious news reports about bad things that happen, even what is shown is far less sanitized and more graphic. We can talk about the impact on children or whatever else. That's a perfectly legitimate conversation. But in the United States, even adults in many cases are not just treated like adults when it comes to media restrictions. So that's number one. Secondly, this goes to the bigger problem, as I've been saying, of the connection between monetization of content and the desires of advertisers. That is systemically a connection that is problematic. And so that's why, I really, really, really appreciate the people that understand the sort of urgency and destructive nature of that status quo and have stepped up in the last couple of months and funded us directly as this problem has gotten bigger and bigger on YouTube. We had a all-time record new membership month in June. Awesome. July fell slightly short of that, but July became our second best month ever for new supporters. August is off to a good enough start that maybe it'll come in sort of around July, right around second best. And the amazing thing is people seem to be getting it, and it could not be happening at a more important time. Membership culture, supporting what you believe in. This is the path forward. There are easy ways to do it with our show, but you don't have to do it with our show. Do it with whatever show is important to you, okay? Membership. This takes a minute. davidpakman.com/membership. Coupon codes are available. This is 2020. Saves you 40%. I'll even give you a crazier coupon code. This one I usually don't mention except in very specific situations. The coupon code HALF19, HALF19, will save you 50% off of the membership of your choice. If you want something simpler, you want not as big of a commitment maybe, not that membership is a big commitment, Patreon, patreon.com/David Pakman Show. Throw us $1 a month. It really does make a difference. And of course, please make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel. A lot of people getting unsubscribed by a, quote, glitch. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel at youtube.com/The David Pakman Show. Like, comment, and share this video if you're watching on YouTube. And support us on the newest platform, Twitch. I have done, I guess it's 4 live streams on Twitch now. The engagement is great. We have a really great direct connection to the audience there. And I hope you'll join me in the future on Twitch at twitch.tv/David Pakman.